What is up, guys? Guard here. Today's video is going to be a walkthrough of my newest Halo 3 Forge map, Containment. Not anything to do with the Halo 2 map, Containment. As you can see, this is its own map. Now, I had this idea for a long time to create a map on the outskirts of Sandbox instead of building in this, normal grid area or in the skybox or down the crypts. I wanted to create something a little bit different. I wanted to use this out of bounds area instead of having to block off the area manually with objects. It saves a lot of objects doing it this way. And the overall lore for this map is that it was once a secret UNSC facility that conducted flood experiments. What were those experiments? We do not know. But it was abandoned for unknown reasons as well. And now it's just a battleground for us to play on. But I'm going to walk you through all the weapons, all the grenade placements and the equipment, and show off some trick jumps for you guys. And at the end, there will be gameplay. I got 3v3 test footage for this map, and if you want to jump straight to the timestamp, it will be in the description below. But let's go ahead and get started. Here over at the attacker base, each base is fairly similar to one another, but just built up a little bit differently. We just have a battle rifle here every 30 seconds, and then frag grenades down here every 20 seconds. So this is where each team would spawn. Each team is on neutral spawns for Slayer, but for capture the flag or assault, the spawns will be strict to one side. But continuing on the attacker side, you can run underneath the base here. You can go underneath here. You have to crouch if you get too close to this edge. Down here is the first tunnel that would go up into this tunnel area. We'll get there later. Down below we have some SMGs every 30 seconds. And then we have this scaffolding that you can run and jump across. You can get a little bit of cover from anybody that's up in this hut area. As I said, these bases are very simple, as a lot of the objects went into building this wall in this map was ported to 360 as well, so I used only 360 objects. None of the new MCC items are on this map. Continuing, let's circle around to the bottom area. Got a pallet right here every 30 seconds as well that provides a little bit of cover if someone's shooting from right here. Down in this lower area we have this grass that I placed, so it's easy to just say green as this call out. Got a carbine here every 45 seconds. Go ahead and pick that up. We got some plasma grenades every 10 seconds. This is very important to know. In the gameplay you'll see that anytime I spawn around here I will go and pick these up. And you can peek shoot off this ramp here, which is really nice. Jump up here. You can even jump up here if you want. Can't really go anywhere from it. You can jump across to this. This is one of the angled tunnels, corner tunnels that's flipped on its side to create this like hut area. I call this just shields. And this creates really fun, unique plays of like jumping through here, but then also baking grenades like into the room if someone's standing here. As you saw, there is a plasma pistol here. It just launched off spawn, but it's every 60 seconds. And down here is the needler. That's every 45 seconds. You can grab it through the window here if you want, or run by and grab it. It's really fun. Sometimes the other weapon will land right in the inside the weapon holder. Doesn't happen all the time, but it sometimes happens and it's pretty cool. Down here, bubble shield every minute. Very useful to have down here as you are exposed to everyone on the map. And I glossed right by the snipe. The snipe is up here on this wooden plank. You can get up there by taking this gravity lift. It'll take you right up here and you get a little bit of cover along the way. And the snipe spawns every 2 minutes, 1 spare clip. So very fast spawn for the snipe on this map. But only 1 spare clip. You can obviously take the lift to get to it, or if you will see in gameplay, you can throw a frag grenade behind it and launch it off the spawn and kind of get like a combat evolved. But the downside to that is that you have to drop down to this part of the map, and it's, you know, very exposed, and you have to take quite a ways to get back to cover. But a place I would go with snipe is straight into the tunnels, but we're not done yet. Let's go over to the defending base. I personally like the defending base a little bit more. Here's where the battle rifle spawn, and here's where the frag grenade spawn. They're on the same time, and you can run through underneath the base as well, like this. You can take this little ramp up here. You can peek down the map. Use this wall quarter as a little bit of cover to shoot from. And then over here we have the overshield. Originally I had the idea that you had to use the bubble shield to return to grab. Once you grab the overshield, the guardians would start firing at you, and you would have to throw down the bubble shield to block the shots. As you will see, the bubble shield will tank the shots. But once you get back into the safe zone, it will stop firing at you. That proved to be inconsistent, as connection is not the same for everyone. If you're host, you'll be targeted faster by the guardians. And also, depending on how many players are on this bound area, it will be a little less strict on when it will activate to shoot players. And it's really weird. I don't know what's really causing that script. But the overshield spawns every 90 seconds, which is very fast, but I want to incentivize players to stay up in this top area for that reason. Once I explain the tunnels, you'll see why it spawns as frequently. But you cannot take your time out here. Once you get the overshield, you need to turn straight back. Like 2 more beeps in, I would have been shot by the guardians. Same for these obelisks. You can go and get cover behind these, but you cannot stay here too long. Because once they start firing at you, there is no escaping unless you have a bubble shield. You'll be shot down right as you leave. Continuing on into the center here, this the red hut. Let me grab my equipment real quick. So in the red hut, this is one of my favorite places. You'll see I, jumping around in this section of the map a lot. We have a mauler down here every 2 minutes with 1 spare clip, just like the snipe, and then a flame grenade every 10 seconds. So even if the mauler is not up, just go ahead and drop down here and get you a flame grenade. You'll see that I get a few kills with it in the gameplay. Up here you can jump on this ledge and you can get your shields up in these corners. Really nice. And you can even walk on the outside edge. You can jump up to these edges very easily as well. You can jump up from this ledge, from this wooden plank that I've placed here. You kind of have to edge your way out like that. Pretty easy. And then you also have this little jump up here. Very easy to do. There's a little hiding spot underneath here, a spawn as well. You have to be very aware of this window right here, that a lot of fun encounters happen inside this window, throwing grenades in, just shooting other players. And let's see, that's pretty much it for the inside of the map. Also, you can see that you can jump on top of the roof area of the the shield doors. Let's go ahead and make our way to the tunnels. So as you saw, there's spawns right here in the tunnel. Very safe. You have the choice of, once you spawn here, you can just back up, immediately take the lift up into the tunnels. You will be greeted by a fusion core here that spawns every 30 seconds. That if someone has a well-placed grenade as you're making this bend, will take you out. Or if they fire at it right as you are in this position, you'll be pushed, you know, closer to the window to be finished off. But, you know, you get a great vantage point of the map from here. You kind of have to, you know, put yourself out. And if someone, you know, throws a really well-placed grenade, it will take you out. So it's not as strong as you will think it is. And you'll notice that not many people take advantage of the tunnels on this map. Originally, I created this map with no tunnels. This was the only watchtower, and it was just here for aesthetic. I will show what that looks like. But these towers over here, there was nothing here. It was just like a solid pillar. And someone asked, like, how do we get up to the turret? I was just like, well, you can't. It's just for aesthetic. And it really bummed them out. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to make it happen. And this is what it looks like from the outside, the backside of the map. So it's like a big old W. Let's go ahead and go into the tunnels. So inside the tunnels, not much happening here, but there is a golf ball on either side. And you may think this is here just for, you know, it's funny Easter egg, but the golf ball is actually very useful with it's a movable cover that you can just use as a shield. And it just makes for really fun shenanigans. There's one clip that I'm really hoping to get is to push the golf ball, stick it with a spike grenade, and if it's facing the right direction, it will kill the person on the other side. It's going to be really hard to get, but I hope someday to get it. As you saw, the spike grenades are here every 10 seconds, very frequent, and it's great to use around the corners. And then we have the infamous turret that you can get onto and fire. Okay, I just reset the round because I accidentally picked up the camo. That, as you can see, spawns every 3 minutes. Fun play to use the camo is to wait for it to fully activate. Get on the turret. And apparently, I didn't know this, you will remain with good camo firing on the machine gun turret. I didn't know this for all the years of playing Halo 3. So if you fire, kill someone, then stop firing and then go back to like neutral position, no one's gonna really know that someone's on this turret unless they actively were killed by you. As you can see, here's the other golf ball inside of the tunnel on this side. They're every 30 seconds. Now the golf balls, you can push them all the way outside, inside the map, and let them join on all the fun. Usually they fall all the way down there to the upside down tin cups. But the golf ball actually became an issue at one point. I had to redo this lift area because I had to put this gravity lift here because it would continually get stuck inside the man cannon here, and it was an infinite loop of man cannon sound effect. It was really annoying. Now, other than the lifts that are on either side that take you into the tunnels, you can actually get into the tunnels with a couple skill jumps. On the attacker side, it's fairly easy. You just jump up on this wall quarter here and then just crouch jump into the tunnel. Very easy. On the defending side, it's a little more difficult, but the lineup is a lot easier. It's basically just on the very edge of this wall and just run the edge and crouch jump in. I'm actually surprised I got that first try. But you have to stay very close to the right side edge. If you're too close to the left side edge, you'll most likely hit this side of the wall. I think I jumped too early. Oh, no, it worked. Yep, just like that. So the audio cue of you going up into the man cannon is removed, and then no one really knows you're up there in the tunnel. And you can also get up into the center access. As you can see, there's a little ledge there that we can utilize. You can jump off this stone platform onto the wedge, onto this ledge, and then just crouch jump in. Fairly easy to do. It's just quite a, 4 jumps to make it up. I mean, you can do the slide jump right here as well. And then go into it. Fairly easy. But the fact that you have to expose yourself to the whole map for that long to get up there, it's kind of risky to do. Also for the snipe, if you want to get up to the snipe without using the gravity lift, you could probably have noticed that you can jump from there to there. But you can also jump from this block angle, and if you head for this edge right here, you can make it up, no problem. And then you can grab the snipe. You can also access it by simply holding the pickup button as you're falling, like that. But then again, you're down here in the lower section of the map, and it's really easy for players to take you out. And just to show you guys, yes, you cannot leave by just simply running out the outskirts. Once you get around this edge, you'll be killed by the guardians. So I recommend trying to stay in the map. Obviously, once you get out, there's no way of killing anybody, so it's kind of pointless to even get out of this map in the first place. So yeah, that's Containment. Very proud of this one. I had this idea. I'll show you the sketch that I started with on the screen. I started with a pretty simple, rough sketch. Things changed quite a bit because of the fact that I was built on this incline on sand, and I love it for it because it creates so many weird encounters of throwing grenades up in the sand and just using the angles of the map as cover rather than the cover itself. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. This is on my MCC file share under Containment. I'll probably release another version that doesn't have the tunnels. It'll probably be just MLG Containment, because I see like for MLG the tunnels just don't work, but for social it's fine and it's fun. Because if you're not liking how chaotic the inside of this map is, you can easily make your way to the tunnels. You kind of take a break, escape, and then just kind of pepper players here and there, and then take the tunnels to get another angle or get a major flank on the enemy team. Also, just to point out, these are darker. These are like wedge smalls that I placed to prevent the pop-up from happening. These tubes do not match up perfectly with the same height as the tube corners and the Y intersection. For some reason, Bungie created a strange collision box for either one of them. So I had to put these in here to prevent those pop-ups. But some players think that they're going to make them pop up, so they'll jump over them at times. It's hard to really fix, but once you understand that it won't pop you up, then you'll just keep running across it. Is there anything else I can point out? I can talk about this map for a long time. As you can see, I really love it. I've got a lot of good gameplay on it. The gameplay footage that you're about to watch is from a 3v3 Team Slayer match. We had a really fun time with it. You'll hear the Guardians killing players that are fighting too long on the outskirts edges. So if you're like fighting someone and then you decide to grab the overshield, the overshield will not save you. So do not rely on it. The only times you can do that is when you have the bubble shield, as you saw earlier. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Download my map on my file share. Just search my name, Garrett. You can also download the 360 version on my Google Drive that I'll have in the description as well. Alright guys, Garrett out.
Gain the lead. Gain the lead. Gain the lead. Gain the lead. Double kill. Killing spree. remaining.